Okay, year one, so we're going to start our koi fish painting project, but this week we're not going to be painting the koi fish, we're just going to be drawing the outline, and next week we will come to the painting. So this is what we will be creating today, our koi fish outline using black pen. But before we start doing that, year one, I want us to explore mark making with our black pen. Now, if you have a look at this sheet here, year one, you can see that this artist has made a whole collection of different types of line using pencil. We're going to do the same, but we're going to use our black pens. And this is really good practice for us artists, because it allows us to use lots and lots of different lines and marks in our artwork. And that means that when you come to do your koi fish, you'll be able to use different lines to add detail to your koi fish. Okay, and I will talk to you about that later. So you can add different lines into your fish. So let's get started, year one. To do this, we will need a black pen, a pencil, a ruler, and our sketchbooks, okay? And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to divide your page into two. So you just fold the page over to the center and press down in the middle. And this creates two columns. And then I want you to take your pencil and I want you to find roughly the middle of the piece of paper. So you've got the same amount on both sides. And I'm going to hold my pencil in the middle and draw a line across, just like that. And then I'm going to look at this top section and I'm going to draw a line across the middle here too. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and then I'm going to look at this bottom section and draw a line across the middle. And then let me just go over the folded line I made before, and I have created 8 different boxes. So now I'm going to take my black pen, and in each box I'm going to try out making different marks. So here goes. In this first box, I'm just going to try out making different lines, straight lines of different lengths and sizes. So I'm going to do some that go up, we call those horizontal lines, and some that go across, and we call these vertical lines. And we've talked about these types of lines before. So we're going to do some long, some short, some going this way, some going vertical, so some horizontal, some vertical. We're going to do long lines, we're going to do short lines, we're going to do very short, long, all sorts. Try out as many different lines as you can. Okay. In the next box, we're going to try out hatching and cross hatching. Oh, actually, let's try out hatching. No, let's try out cross hatching. Cross hatching is when you cross over lines. So I'm going to draw lines coming vertically down the page. And then if I want to cross hatch, that means I'm going to go across and do lines across. And I can make those smaller and smaller. And the smaller I make those lines, the more detailed it becomes. Okay, so this is cross hatching. What shall we try now? I think my favourite type of line is always spirals. So spirals are when you start in the middle and you create a pattern of curves. You might just want to do shorter ones, just curving around all the way around. Okay, so we've got spirals, we've got straight lines, horizontal and vertical, cross hatching, spirals, And now we're going to try out wavy lines. You can do your wavy lines any way you want. You may want to make a big pattern of wavy lines like this. You may want to do wavy lines that go across like the sea. You may want to do fast wavy lines that look like S's. You decide, try out lots of different sorts of wavy lines in that box. Okay, let's try some zigzags. So if we have a look here, you've got different types of zigzags. You've got zigzags that slant on the side like this. You've got zigzags that go straight. You've got zigzags that cross over each other in a pattern. You have zigzags, some that are uneven, and they look quite quick and messy. Okay, what else should we try? Let's try stippling. Stippling is when you use dots to create a pattern. So I'm just doing regular dots in a pattern, and sometimes we use stippling to create an object. So here we go. You might want to, I could make this, as we're doing our topic on sea life, you could try to make a fish shape using stippling. Okay, so it's just using dots to create a pattern. Okay, you can try doing quick flicked dots like this. You could try doing dots in a simple line like this. We call this, what do we call it? Stippling. Okay, when we use dots to create an image. Okay, try out as many different things as you would like, year one. Okay, let me have a think. What else should we try? I think scribbling. Scribbling is when you just do whatever you want, and sometimes artists use this in their work in small areas. Okay, it looks a bit of a mess, and I didn't think about it very much as I did it, but sometimes we use it in our work. Okay, the last type of line we're going to do are shapes. We're going to do circles. We're going to do circles within circles. We're going to do circles that link up. We're going to do big circles, getting smaller, and then we're going to try out some squares as well. And if you have a look at the top here, we have squares of different shapes. And what you may want to do is you may want to make some squares or some shapes thicker than others. Yeah, and that's the same in all of these boxes. You might want to make some areas thicker than other areas. Okay? Alright, so we've tried out a few different techniques for using our pens here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to make our koi fish outline using our black pen.